Hello, Meoni here, and today, like promised, I'm taking a basic look at spearfishing, a new type of fishing added in the Stormblood expansion for Final Fantasy XIV. It's unlocked via a quest for fishers of level 61 and above in Tamamazu in the Ruby Sea by this quest, a new fishing experience, which is a terrible pun. This quest rewards you with jig. This is a new fishing offhand which you will need to equip to be able to spearfish. This also holds a significant amount of GP. The basic one from the quest gives 35 GP, so even if you don't plan to spearfish, it's a good idea to get this just to make fishing easier for you because it's a static GP increase. Spearfishing has several new abilities added to the game. Fathom is essentially a button you press to track fishing nodes on your minimap, so we need this up if we're to find them. With Fathom enabled, we now have this ability, Shark Eye, pressable. This one, once pressed, will point you in a direction on your minimap of the nearest teeming pool. Teeming pool is the word given for the actual fishing nodes we're looking for underwater, so let's follow it. The fishing nodes here are quite hard to miss. They're glowing and they have the node written on them. To start spearfishing, we simply right-click on it. Now this game is essentially dependent on timing. When the node begins to bubble wildly, press your jig button to stab at it. This will give you a fish if you're successful. This counts as a fishing attempt. You can increase the amount of fishing attempts at each node by using the Calm Waters ability. This costs 300 GP to use, however, so you might want to stock up on cordials before coming out. There are obviously rare fish that can only be obtained via spearfishing, and indeed there is a minion, the tiny Tatsunoko, which can only be acquired through spearfishing or someone else who's spearfished it and is selling it on the market board. There's a video link to that minion video in the description below for your convenience if you want to check that out. Salvage is another buff we can turn on that stays on once pressed. This basically adds treasure maps to the loot table whilst you're spearfishing. Obviously, not having this on will limit and I think prevent you from getting any maps through spearfishing. I'm not sure on that one, which is useful if you don't want maps and are trying to get something else, or if you're specifically trying to get them, turn it on. There are lots of places in the game you can spearfish. It's not just the Ruby Sea, and there will actually be a link in the description to places you can go. The jig button gives you the option of 3 different spear ends: small, normal and large. These, once enabled, will grant different fish potential. Different pools of fish will literally be accessible, so cycle through them to discover some new fish and find the ones you want. As far as the basics go, that is pretty much fishing in a nutshell. If you are trying to get the collectible fish, make sure the collection buff is on, and also the buff Truth of the Oceans. This button will enable fish to count towards spawning the nodes for the collectible fish. Occasionally these swimming shadows will spawn. These are the special nodes that hold the collectible items. That's the name given to them, the swimming shadows, such as the tiny Tatsunoko minion and several others in the game. There are a range of fish collectibles that can only be obtained through spearfishing, and this friendly forum poster Akashi posted a helpful list of all of the collectible fish and their node locations on the official forums, so credit goes to him. His post will be linked in the description for your convenience. I would strongly recommend going over and having a look, leaving a comment on his post if you found his stuff helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed the basic look at spearfishing in this video. It's a very fun activity and opens up fishing a bit more, which is always welcome for something that some people feel is a little mundane. Personally, I love it. Thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you next time.